Readings. All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys for being here. So we should be live and ready and going. So I appreciate you guys joining this live. Okay, so I wasn't gonna do it live at first. I thought about just, you know, privately streaming, but um it's all good. It's okay. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Shout out to you guys. I'm going to do a divine love read. I have not done one of these in a long time. So, at least not really in depth. So, yeah. So, I'm not going to keep you guys too long here. Hopefully, not. Um, hey, baby Pico. How are you? Just as a disclaimer, you guys, my readings are non-sugar coated, so I don't believe everybody is currently dealing with divine connection. For some of you guys, you're completely single and you have not met your person as of yet. You might have a particular person in mind, but that may not be the person. Spirit is just, I'm just tapping into the essence of who your person is. Some of you guys may resonate with this. Some of you guys may not resonate with it, okay? Use your discernment. Not everything is obviously going to resonate with every single person. So just tune your ears to what resonates with your spirit, okay? Hey Chrissy, hey Ro, hey Sam. Happy holidays. All right. So let's see what the overall energy is, okay? I do feel like this, I pray for this for you guys. Before the end of the year, you will have clarity about the energy of divine connections. Anybody that's not for you, may you have the revelation that you seek and need to remove and dissociate, detach, cut soul ties with anything or anyone, whether that's romantic or not romantic, that you cut cords and cut ties with those people so that you make space and room for the person that is for you, okay? Hey Alexis, hey sis. So, let's see what Divine Spirit wants you to know. I was divinely guided to use some Egyptian decks or Egyptian inspired, okay? So some of you guys will resonate with that as well. Let's see. What's the energy surrounding divine connections at this time, Holy Spirit? I ask that you block out and tune out anything that is not of the highest good for the collective, nor myself. I ask for divine protection to cover me and those who are meant to receive a message. Yeah, you guys are releasing. You guys, it could be a painful process to let go and release of what doesn't serve you. For some of you guys are letting go of false connections out there. You could be dealing with somebody that is a divine counterpart, and then you're possibly dealing with someone that is a counterfeit, okay? So let's see what the overall energy is. You have message and you have knowledge. Yes. Spirit already hitting on something and confirming already. So listen, you guys, I pray this for y'all. Hey, that you will receive the divine revelation that you need, and you got message and knowledge. So not only that, you have message, which is number 33, and number 34, progression. So you might get bits and pieces, or you might get that final clarity, that final confirmation in regards to divine connections, okay? Or your divine counterpart, your divine, who it is, whether you are completely single and don't have anyone, Spirit revealing certain things about who your person is, and, you know, different characteristics, personality, the circumstances maybe behind it. If you're dealing with someone, confirmation whether he or she is or they are not that person for you. You're going to have this revelation, or it could be anything. For some of you, it's just a simple of what's the purpose of my divine connection, whether you know the person yet or not. What is the purpose of this? Why? You know, because it's not just to just sit cute and post, you know, couple goal pictures on social media and have babies. Like for some of you, there's purpose to it, break generational curses, so on and so forth. There's levels to it. So let's get a little further into this. Holy Spirit, what's going on with these divine connections? What is the energy surrounding these divine connections? My deck in reverse? Yeah, it's in reverse. My bad. Yeah, okay. Some of you guys could be entrepreneurs. You have merchandise that you sell, or you guys have been focusing on your business. If you are a divine feminine, even maybe if you're a divine masculine energy, you could be working on your business right now. For others of you, you're going to do a big chop, whether that's your hair, you're thinking about cutting your hair for some of you, or doing something different to your hair, or you're thinking about cutting things out of your life. There's social media platforms behind her. Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook. I don't know what that is in the back, but cutting off things out of your life, okay? On social media, maybe, you know, unfollowing some people, some pages, some things, or making some changes, some adjustments. Some of you guys might be thinking about making some adjustments to your business right now, especially if you are a business, entrepreneur. Let's see. Soulmates. Ooh. What's going on here? Introvert. The Witch. Some of you guys could be very like into spiritual arts and doing magic and stuff like that. Manifestation work, okay? The introvert, you guys are spending a lot of time by yourself. But what I'm noticing on this girl's phone, she has a picture of a man up on the phone, like on her screen. And you have the soulmates. So you guys are attached to someone right now. Hey, sis. You are attached to somebody right now. I feel like there's someone that's in your heart that you desire, that you're connected to. So in this deck, they have karmics. They are soul ties, I think. I can't remember. I think there is a karmic card in this deck. Karmics, soulmates, and then, of course, divine feminine, divine masculine. I think they have a twin flame card. I do not get into titles and into labels. A soul connection to me is divine. It's your soul. So whoever this person is, there's the soul is connected to this person or loves this person. It's an unconditional loving connection. It's not based off of anything superficial. I don't get that there's heavy lessons in this. There's someone that you are connected to, like I said, that you're dealing with, or that you're interested in, or that kind of holds a significant place in your life right now. But I don't feel like they're actively a part of your life. It kind of feels like there's some distance here. There could be a lack of like communication right now between the two of you. Like you're not connecting or communicating right now. Okay. Let me pull some more. The Mask. There's something that you may want to express or say, but you're not saying. Yeah, divine feminine, this is you. Divine feminine. There's something that you want to say and you're not saying it. There's a lot on your heart, on your mind. The demigod, the healer, the elder, and the chief. Okay. Yeah, look, her mouth, she's silenced. She's silenced. She's not speaking. So again, someone is not speaking their truth, or there's a lot that's on someone's heart and on their mind. I feel like you and this person, you guys have, okay, I am getting that these are divine counterpart energies. The demigod and the healer, to me, I don't know, I feel like they're connected. And what's even interesting about it is you have number 46, 47. So there's two energies connecting. It's like you guys are, this is the general read right now. Okay, so I feel like you both have some type of powerful source of energy. I do feel like this person has, if you are a masculine, then you have this energy about you that is, it's like a divine essence, divine energy about you. You could be a healer. You could be someone that has a powerful ability of some sort, some type of gift, spiritual power, but I don't feel like it's one of those energies like those hotep extremists, you know what I mean, or those egotistical kind of like God complex type of spiritual men. It's not, I'm not getting that type of vibe from this. Then the healer energy, the feminine is a healer, may even do energy or healing work on self, as including others. It's a natural healing ability that this feminine has. Okay, so there's a two abilities. You guys have something together as well, or you guys will do something together with these gifts, these abilities that you guys were given. Okay, someone's mother is tied into all of this. There's a connection potentially with this elder. I'm getting the chief, led by someone, could have a older brother that is also like connected to this, or this person is, they, this person really, I'm getting whoever the masculine energy is, I should say, whoever the masculine energy is really led by their mother in some instance. That could be good or bad, but there's something about this elder, I feel like, that plays a very significant role in all of this, in this connection. So I'm gonna pull some tarot. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting Prince vibes from this demigod. Okay. Let's see. Holy Spirit, I thank you for your divine guidance, divine wisdom. Oh, goodness. Okay, the Fool. The Fool. Ooh, okay. Gosh, cards is just like flying everywhere. The Five of Cups. This would be the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of major arcana cards. So whoever the masculine energy is going through a significant shift in their life right now, trying to figure out their way. It's a little bit of getting over maybe a tough cycle emotionally. Could have recently just released or let go of some connections or a connection. There's travel here, or just a lot of soul searching and seeking. Someone might be guided to leave or move or take a trip or travel, or someone has moved or someone has taken a trip. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, I feel like there's an ancestral energy or some type of spiritual guide that's encouraging this person. There's a lot of revelations I'm getting. So, oh, okay. I want to clarify this Five of Cups. Yeah, this person might have had to go through some type of deception, or people deceiving them, or leaving toxic energies. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. The seek self-fulfillment. There was like disappointments and some type of social, like, Whether it was friendships, whether it was romantic, or all of the above. It was like snakes and deceptive people here. Whoever the masculine energy is, it's like they had to go through that. What the heck? These cards is flying. Yeah, Three of Cups. I'm telling you. The Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Someone had to leave what was comfortable to them or what they thought potentially was going to last forever. That did not happen. Somebody could have been dealing with, if this is a masculine energy I'm talking to, could have been dealing with like this dark feminine energy, witch type of vibe, like stealing energy, taking someone's essence or energy, or stripping them of their life force, a very manipulative feminine energy. Some of them, it could have been someone they had a child with or children with. I don't know. But like, this is connected to that. But it also could be like just tired of dealing with the same type of energies, same type of circle of people or friends, or the same type of feminine energies. It's like it's played out. This person wants happiness. Someone could have got kicked out of their home. Both of you guys could kind of be like, I'm hearing on the road. This might not be for everyone, but I'm getting like maybe a small majority of you, like 5%, 10%. I don't even know if that's possible, but a small percentage of you could be currently don't have a place to stay, and you might like have to get on the road a lot, or you are in your car. But both of you guys could be in a similar transition in your life right now in this time, where it's kind of like um, just trying to figure out your way, maybe on a financial level, a material level. Maybe one of you lost a job, or something is scarce right now with the financial structure. But it seems like this masculine wants to get out of a current situation that they're in, where there's a lot of toxicity or a lot of toxic people around. Let's see. Yeah, something is completing, like a cycle is completing in one of your lives. You have permanence and the return. There's an inevitable return of this connection for some of you. Or if you don't have a person, this is what's going on in your situation behind the scenes. And there's an inevitable, like, this person is coming in. Like, if this is your divine person, this is what I remind myself of, and I have to remind other people of. If something is meant to happen, such as a divine connection, I do not believe this. I hate when people say this. Like, to me personally, that would mean God is a liar. Divine source is a liar to say that this is going to happen in your life. But then, oh, you fucked it up. It's not going to happen because you messed. That doesn't happen. God's not a liar. God cannot lie. They're not a person or a human or man, woman that's going to make a promise and not keep it. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I promise you that I'll let you buy this car, but I couldn't wait. Somebody else gave me a better offer. You missed out on this car that was... No, that's not how God works. You know what I mean? So if it be like, if it's in fact, if it's inevitable, if Spirit says or God's source says this is going to happen, or this is for you, it's going to happen. I don't believe in, oh, they got free will and they chose another person, so someone else better. Like, that's confusion. That's not how God works. That was just a choice or option then. Like, yeah, you could go that way. But okay, that didn't work, so something else better. But if it's something that's meant to be in your life, that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I always remind myself of what If God says that I have a divine counterpart for you and you guys are going to do this, and that together, it's going to happen. It may not look like it right now. It may seem like the options is few. It may seem like nothing's popping off. But if God said that, it's going to happen. So for some of your circumstances, God may have said someone was your person. If that's in fact true, it's going to come to pass. I don't care if this person moves to Canada and you live in Africa. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. Or if this person messed up and got somebody else pregnant or whatever, or is currently dating somebody right now. And it's not to say that you should interfere with that, because I believe, like, you know, just let people, like, that's off limits. But if it's meant to happen, it's going to be, like, it's going to happen. And I want people to be very careful and discerning of that, especially with circumstances where a person may it's a difficult situation where a person may be, quote unquote, running from the situation. I don't ever want people to chase and hold on to someone and feel entitled, like, oh, that's my person, they gotta be with me. But if you know that God has said it and it's something that is fact, you have to trust God no matter what it looks like. No matter what it looks like right now. But if you know that potentially it's just you, this is your heart's desire, you want it so badly, and you're going to wait for it, or you're going to fight for it, or you're going to stick around, no. You're hurting yourself, and you're doing yourself a disservice and blocking the person that's actually meant for you by holding on to something because you want it so badly, or because you made it up in your mind, oh, I'm seeing all these signs and synchronicities, and this reader told me they're my soulmate. If God didn't say, I don't care if a reader told you that that person was your twin flame. I don't care. Like, I don't care. They're not God. At the end of the day, they're not. So, yeah. And you want to use your discernment anyway. Like, they could say, oh, I see, or I feel like, or this is what I'm getting. But at the end of the day, God has the final say so. Even me, like, at the end of the day, take it to God. Don't just lean on my word and be like, oh, she said this reader. No. So this energy is inevitable, okay? You or your person could have the first, middle, or last name starting with an M. Someone could have an M in their name, or a Pisces. Yeah. Someone is coming back changed, or I should say coming back whole, like whole within themselves. They're not seeking out, because I'm getting, like, I feel like I be calling out the divine masculines all the time, but hey, it's all in love, okay? I'm not calling y'all out. I'm not trying to come in nobody's neck, okay? But I get this energy that whoever these divine masculine energies are, they associate it with the wrong people, and it's like time and time again, like repeating the same cycles, dating the same type of people, staying in certain social groups, like for all the wrong reasons, and it hasn't turned out great for that person. And part of it is because of some sense of lack, because you do have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles energy. It's like this lack mentality, like, okay, I'm going to seek it. I'm going to continue to try to fill my cup up, or try to gain validation, or trying to get attention, or be with this person because it makes me look good, or be around these people because it makes me look good, or it's going to get me here, it's going to get me there. It's like this false energy. Or because, oh, I just want some sex, or oh, she looked good, or he looks good, or whatever the thing is. But that has not paid this person well. It has not gotten them anywhere. It has not gotten the fulfillment, the true fulfillment that they're seeking. Looking for love in all the wrong places, whether it's in the love of false friendships and connections and validation and praise. It's not real. Maybe only based off of what they can get out of each other, how they make each other look, or, you know, superficial things. It's not based off of truth. Okay? So someone might have a superiority complex as well. That there's a difference between true confidence that's based in character, that's based in who you are as a person and who God says you are, versus like the things that are fleeting, how beautiful or attractive we are, how much money we make, where we live, our social circle. That is like, if your confidence is based off of those things alone, that's a false sense of confidence. And I feel like this person kind of has that false sense of confidence, operates in that. And I feel like spirit is causing this person to have to go back and reevaluate themselves, like really look at themselves, because the word preeminence, if I'm saying that word right, is um, surpassing others and the superiority. But I'm also getting a double meaning with this, is that the person that's really for you, they're going to outshine the so-called options, or the counterfeits, or the karmics. There's going to be a surpassing of that. They're going to stand out. They're going, it's like, may the best man win, but they're already chosen, so they're going to stand out already automatically. Okay, there might be something that is significant on the 6th of potentially the next month, or March, the 6th of March. Now, if you're watching this around the time that I'm recording, then that might make sense. And if I'm not mistaken, is that still Pisces season? I could be wrong, but I'm getting something with Pisces. March 6th might be significant to someone. That could even be somebody's birthday. But March 6th is significant. Okay, so let's see where you guys are with one another specifically, like individually. It is, okay, thank you, sis. It is. March 6th is Pisces season. So there's something significant with that date for some of you. Obviously, you guys are all unique. You're not the same person. You're not clones. So it's just not going to be the same outcome, date, whatever for everybody. Let's see where you guys are. Hey, sis. How you living? All right, let's see. How you doing? How you doing today? So, how you doing? Okay. Where are you guys? I'm using the little decks so we can have some room. Holy Spirit, where is the Divine Feminine Collective with their Divine Masculine energy, their connection? There's a tarot spread card in here. Let me move it out of there. Okay. All right, let's see. Where is Divine Feminine Collective? I'm doing good. I can't complain. Frozen. Oh, y'all got a sword? Ooh. Y'all snowed in. Hey, honey. Divine Masculine. Ooh, okay. Divine Masculine has the power of 5. It's like this energy with the number 5, and that is change. Could be unexpected change. Could be a little bit of a challenge in the midst of it. Divine Masculine. 3 of Cups came out in 2 different decks. So Spirit is reiterating this. For some of you, this person could have been entertaining like a lot of people, or if this is someone that you already know personally, that you're not in that boat where you don't know the person yet. If you know your person, then it could have been like they were dealing with multiple people and you, or you were like kind of like on the sidelines where they were dealing with all these different counterfeit, not counterpart, counterfeits. Okay. So Divine Feminine energy has the Ace of Swords. There's a truth. It's like transmutation I'm hearing alongside with like the truth and the revelation that's going to come from all of this. The 2 of Wands is also here as well. I feel like you're going to know which way to go, where to invest your energy. For some of you guys, you are single parents. Some of you guys are going to give birth to twins. You may not be pregnant right now, but that could be a part of greetings. That could be a part of the... My goodness, it just slipped. A part of like your divine connection is having these twin babies. You guys could also have blended families as well. If you already have children or they already have children, I'm saying blended families. Did we already have the full moon yet or no? I think we did. When's the next new moon? January, I think. There's something about the last full moon cycle, something with Capricorn, something about that is going to be revisited. There might have been something that happened around that time that's going to be revisited around this connection for divine feminine energy. You guys could be dealing with inner child stuff. Like, you've been dealing with inner child healing since the season of Capricorn. Like, this time has been healing for you. A new moon in Capricorn is tomorrow? Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, so it might be something around that. If you're watching this around this time that I'm recording it, that could be significant. There's something that's being returned or reverted to, but I feel like Capricorn season has been a healing process when it comes to some inner child stuff, okay? Or childhood issues or wounds, experiences. The masculine energy, again, I'm getting like you are dealing with making the right decisions when it comes to your connections with people. So where you're at with the feminine, maybe you chose something or someone else over this person, and if you don't know who your counterpart is yet, you don't know they exist yet, you haven't met that person, your decisions may have gone against that divine alignment with your person. So it's like choosing things that are more appealing to the flesh, more appealing to the ego, that dark shadow, that dark aspect of the self, that hasn't really gotten you anywhere. Hey. And it could very well be connected to these third-party energies with the Three of Cups. And I feel like whoever this divine feminine energy is for the divine masculine is a part of the same social setting or circle as them. Someone was like glorifying something. What the hell is this? Like this golden calf thing. Like somebody was worshiping like status and money or something. I'm getting like this masculine energy. Seven of Pentacles. There's something about the number 10 that keeps standing out to me. So for some of you, something significant within maybe like 10 days, 10 months, 10 weeks. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the table. Shaking the table. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like all this like material things and connections. Now it's like weighing the pros and the cons, or blue pill, red pill, like what really matters to me. That's where I feel like the divine masculine is at. Like, where is Judgment? Yeah. And this Pharaoh has two women here. One represents their heart and one represents their flesh. One is wearing a green dress and one's wearing a red dress. I'm getting like lust versus the heart, the soul. So there's a judgment on this. Someone does have to make a decision about the path. And if it's not like two different feminines or archetypes of feminines, then it's a lifestyle. Seven of Swords. Come on now. Monkey see, monkey do. Like, enough of that. There's a masculine that's not living their authentic self. The King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So masculine energy could very well be a water sign. It's a lot of Capricorn moon references in these cards right now, and I feel like that new moon in Capricorn is very significant to making some wise choices or decisions. Maybe a lot of people are going to be sitting in that energy, and as the year closes, or the year as we know it is closing, because I believe truly the new year isn't until spring, but around this time of year, most people do self-reflect about certain things that they would like to change or wish they would change or know they should change, right? It's thinking about it versus doing it. But I feel like this judgment is something that spirit is like, they've been knowing that they need to do this. Like divine, whoever divine masculine energy is, you've been knowing this. You've been knowing all of that. This is what you need to change. Winter started yesterday under the solstice. Winter solstice. Okay, let's see. Clarify. Thank you. You have imagination, justice, immorality, and affinity. So if you know who your persons are, okay, someone might have like the first, middle, or last initial T, N. Definitely some Capricorn energy here. I keep pulling Capricorn energies. Gemini energies as well. I feel like there's an affinity for the divine feminine. There's a respect and a love for this divine feminine. And also a needing to honor, knowing that there's this need to honor the divine feminine. With the immorality card, it's like I said, I truly feel, which is the death card in this deck, I truly feel and believe this person, whoever the divine masculine is rather, knows that the path that they're leading leads to destruction. That it's death. Not maybe literal death, but just death of life and the soul and truth and light. It leads to the path of darkness and deception and just lack and emptiness. There's nothing in it. In the path that they've been leading, there's nothing there. Feminine energy could be getting, with the imagination card, kind of seeing things maybe in a negative light about the situation. You may not really see how much this masculine really is aware, or is aware of who you are, what you represent. Like, you may think that this person, you might be seeing the negative aspect of it. It could be coming from like a vain imagination. It's not truth here. It's not really as it seems, okay? There's some type of deceptions there. Yeah. Have y'all ever seen, I'm getting like Shiva Shakti energy. I just did a reading for someone today, and I was picking up that same energy. That the principle of this, and a lot of toxic masculine energies will hate me saying this, but divine feminine is the blueprint. They are to be honored and respect. We give life, okay? However you want to scratch it. Y'all are influenced. You're motivated by divine feminine energies. Why most of y'all walk out here looking good, smelling good. You are influenced by feminine energy. You want to be seen. You want to be embraced. You want to be validated by the feminine. They're the mother. They are the void. They represent the divine essence of creation. So it's a given. Okay, if you're a toxic masculine and you hate women, you'll cringe at that. It is what it is. Like, this ain't for you. A divine masculine will value that. So there's this, what's that? It's a meme where it's like, you can't come to a goddess without an offering. And it's not to say that, and women, we shame ourselves a lot for receiving and thinking, oh, because we've been taught, oh, you're a gold digger. There's a difference between gold digging and being receptive to gifts and being receptive to love and appreciation and admiration. There's a difference between that. And this person knows that if this is a masculine, a divine masculine, rather, or someone that has to step into that divinity about themselves, their light within themselves, they know that they cannot come to you because they see you in your light. If you're truly walking in your divinity and your light, they know that they cannot. They're not. I feel like this is any woman. It could be a prostitute on the street, and this person will still be courteous to that person. It's only toxic men that say, oh, because she wearing a mini skirt or her breasts are out or because she slept with this many dudes that she deserves to be treated like trash. No. Obviously, if she doesn't respect herself, it's like, naturally your response to her is going to be a bit different, but a true divine masculine would still open the door for the whore, right? He's not gonna be like, oh, she's a whore, I'm gonna slam the door in her face. Like, some men will sit there and shame her, talk shit about her, talk behind her back, talk about her like a dog. But a true masculine knows to respect and honor women just as they are. Doesn't mean that you're gonna put up with their mess and let them, you know disrespect you and all of that, but there's a level of respect for people that this person has regardless. It's a difference in energy. It's humanity, just treating people with just humanity, period. And people don't get that. But what I'm getting from this is that they know that they cannot come to you without anything. They can't just step to you with nothing. So they know that you deserve something, and it doesn't necessarily have to be material. I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's coming with something to bring to the table. They can't come empty hearted. Not just empty handed. They can't come empty hearted. They can't come empty minded, in a sense of like, this person doesn't have the intellectual or the emotional capacity or spiritual capacity to connect and invest in you. It's not going to work that way with you. They know that. With someone else, it might be easy to just wine and dine because that person, that's all they care about, or just, give them some D or give them some, some nani, whatever, and they're good and they just go on about their business. Or, oh, this person is appeased by a Birkin bag or some cars, or, oh, I did this, and they're good. No, with you, no, there needs to be a conversation. It needs to be clarity. It needs to be true investment and support and love there. It's more to you than that. Beyond even the things that I just mentioned, it's more to that. And I feel like that's why this person is not going to approach or step to you maybe in the way that they really want to. And if this is someone that you have yet to meet, you guys don't know each other at all, you don't even know each other's name or faces, you just know that there's a person out there for you, they know that they're not ready for the type of man or woman that they wish to be with. They know that because they're still entertaining the counterfeit energies, counterfeit connections and relationships. This is why Spirit has really been reiterating for a few months now to cut cords with people in your life that do not serve you. Because as long as we hang on to the things and the people that do not resonate with us, what we're saying is we're choosing the opposite of truth. We're choosing the opposite of what's in alignment for us. And therefore, we're blocking our blessings. And I had to sit with myself with this because I was like, and I've said this on some, I don't remember what video it was, but the thing of cutting certain connections out of my life because I would stick and hold on to certain connections with people, whether it was romantic or platonic, because of false loyalty or because of time or because, I just wanted to keep the peace. But inside of myself, I felt like I was being fake because I knew deep down that these people were not good for me. I even knew that some of them didn't really even like me or care about me like that. I knew they was being shady. I knew they were throwing shade and all of this other stuff. And I would still kind of just sit with it and be like, no, it's probably just me tripping. No, maybe I'm just thinking too much into stuff, or, oh, I should let it slide. I should forgive them. But in my spirit, I felt inauthentic to myself. I felt like I was lying to myself. I feel like I was being fake. So, like, nah, I can't do this. So if Spirit is calling you to detach from things that don't serve you, because as long as you're saying yes and you're in allegiance with these connections, whether they're romantic, sexual, business, platonic, maybe even some family members that don't have your best interest. You have to figure out and say within yourself and make it up in your heart and your mind that you're not going to pour into things that are not pouring into you and that are not healthy, that do not encourage you, support you, motivate you, edify you, support you. That it's time to let it go. Because you're just going to keep yourself stuck. Yeah, like gaslighting. Yeah, being on the fence, not having concrete proof. Yeah, like that's gaslighting yourself. And I was doing that. Like, no, you're probably just tripping. Oh, you're being too hard. Oh, no. Your spirit don't really need you to, because it's going to be revealed. It's going to reveal. People telling themselves all the time. It's going to be revealed. You can only upkeep your bullshit. You can't do it. One of my friends says, like, you can fake with actions and words, but you cannot fake your patterns. You can't. That's just going to reveal itself. So if you feel like I don't have physical proof, and it's sad that we have to have examples like Shanquilla Robinson situations where that to be a collective example for people to watch their circle and pay attention, because it's more common than we think. It's very common than what we believe or even think sometimes. And like you'll hear multiple people's stories saying, yeah, I had this, I felt this way. And I would have people, the stories that you would hear, I have like a few stories of people and friendships that I knew, like, nah, even romantic situations where I would literally pray and ask God, reveal the heart of this person. And then they'll say something out of their mouth. They might even say verbatim what's in their heart or what type of heart they have. And like, and that's your answer. Do not allow yourself to gaslight yourself, nor allow someone else to gaslight you into thinking you're tripping. If you feel something, even if you can't validate it right at the moment, trust yourself, because it's going to reveal itself. It will reveal itself. Nobody is worth me holding on to them than me holding on to myself. You are not worth my peace. My happiness, my joy, and my peace means more to me than keeping something up that's not even real. Just to have it. Just to say, I still have that man, or I still have that friendship, or I still got this job. If it's not for me, it just ain't for me. And that's where I'm at with things, because I know the downside of that. I've been in a dangerous situation before that really opened my eyes to things that I don't even play with stuff like that no more. If it's time to cut it off, it's time to cut it off. With love, but it's time to cut it off. I don't play those games. Don't play with your destiny. Don't play with your life, your heart, your mind, your blessings like that by saying, oh, well, I don't see any evidence of it now. Oh, I'm too afraid to leave because we got kids. That don't mean nothing. I thought that I would never leave a situation because we had a child. No, after a while, it was like, I can't do this no more. I can't. I'd rather be single. But nobody can tell you when it's time to leave a situation. You within yourself, you got to make that decision with yourself. But you got to love yourself enough to say, who's more important, this situation right here, or me? It might be lonely for a minute. It might be. Like, I know I got some people that probably like, oh, well, Chenoa's single because she ain't getting under this person. She ain't bending it over, busting it open. She ain't doing this. That's why she's single. I'd rather be single than busting it open for 10 dudes and still am not with a healthy person, a healthy relationship. Still ain't happy. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm good. I'm good. I'd rather be friendless and have a whole bunch of fake heifers around me, kikiing with me, laughing with me, oh, I love you, but talking shit behind my back, being competitive, sneak dissing. I'm good. I'm good. Like, your peace has to mean more to you than keeping that up. And it might be hard. Yes, it might be. Some of you guys might have to sacrifice a financial situation or a living situation, or maybe compromise a couple of friendships. It is what it is. It's a narrow path. The narrow path is always the one that most people will never choose, whatever that is. Whether it's a path of being single for a minute, whether it's a path of walking away from a job that pays you a lot, but it's making you sell your soul. You're losing yourself in it. You're not passionate about it. You're not happy with it. You don't have any freedom, or leaving a friendship, or leaving a friend group, or leaving a social setting or status for the sake of your peace, because you know you were nothing but around a whole bunch of vultures and wolves. To just walk that path, maybe being alone for a minute. And there's nothing wrong with being alone. You have time with yourself, and most importantly, God. Most people are not going to choose narrow paths. The paths of the wide one is the easiest path for everybody. Everybody chooses that wide path. That's why it's wide, because it's fit for a whole bunch of people to walk it. Narrow path is narrow for a reason, because not many people take that path. Not many people are going to do that. And I said to myself, like, in the beginning when I started my channel, I said it briefly in a video that I did, but like, I was being like bullied for um, pretty much, I was kind of being gaslit pretty much for like doing love reads, and people like, oh, I don't want to hear no more. I'm tired of the love reads and blah. And at a time I was too, because you know we get tired talking about love, especially when you're single and stuff. You're just like, oh, I don't want to hear about it. But that's what led me to start my YouTube channel in the first place, was to help people with divine connections. I felt a passion for it. I felt a draw to help people with their connections. It started off with the whole twin flame thing, because that's where I was at. And at that time, I remember saying to God that whoever my person is and will be, that I will always honor you in it, because of the process and the journey. And I knew that God was going to use my story and my divine connection when it does come, with however, whoever it is, whatever, that it would be a testimony to a lot of people, because of the journey and the process, just alone, just my individual process, and whoever the person is, maybe their individual process as well. And the coming together of it will be something to help people. I knew that. So choosing that is a narrow path, because in the meantime, it's not a lot of room to be able to entertain and date and sleep with this person and do. I don't have the quote unquote luxury to do that, because that's not the path that I chose. I chose the path to heal, to help people with their journeys, to do my self-love work, um, and to just be discerning of what's for me and what's not for me. Whatever it is in the meantime that I'm supposed to be doing and live my life, it is what it is until that happens. That's the narrow path. I could easily be like, fuck all this. I'm gonna just sleep with this dude. I'm tired of being single. This dude is available. He want to do this. He want to take me out. This person, oh, I'm horny. Oh, let me sleep with. It's easy to do that, but that's not the path that I chose. So I'm just saying to whoever's listening, divine connections is not all about the drama, and it's not about this person and that person, and it's not all about that. It's really about the journey back to yourself. And with that is like, you're walking not by yourself, you're walking with your divine team, you're walking with God in the process. And it's not always going to be easy. But the divine connection, if when you come together, you think it's just for y'all to just lay in the bed and fuck all day and then go out and have whatever you see in the world. No, there's levels to it. Let's say hypothetically, you and your person, your divine connection is about being with your person, is healing generational curses by you guys having a stable foundation in a home that you both never had. Um, you know, your children being steered in a direction that resonates with them, rather than being told who they should be and how they should live their life. Like, not to say that they shouldn't have morals and values, but there's a different template. There's no narcissistic abuse as children. You're allowing them to be children. You're allowing them to be their authentic self, right? And you're healing generational curses with that. In order to even get to that place, you got to heal your own inner child wounds and trauma. Like, you got to heal that. So if you just get with somebody just to be getting with them, and then y'all have this thing about your connection that's divine, we take the divine out of it. We talk about twin flames, we talk about divine mission, but that's not what we see on a regular basis. We only hear about the surface level of what it's about. Yeah. The journey is more, yeah, sis said the lesson is important. Yeah, the journey in itself is more important than the destination. The destination is the, I wouldn't say even the reward, but in a sense, it feels rewarding because you knew the process to get to that place. You knew what it was. Does it necessarily have to be a painful process alone? No. There's beauty in it. That's the cycle of life. There's victories and there's challenges. There's so-called fails and there's so-called wins. There's happy moments and there's sad moments. There's breakthroughs a lot of oftentimes in the moments where you're going through some heavy stuff. I'm not here to like sugarcoat with y'all and just talk about how somebody feels about you and what they want and when they're coming back. I'm not here to do that for you. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not going to do it alone. Only that. Like, of course, I read that, and yeah, that's part of it. But I'm not here to just keep it at that. That's not. I'm doing a disservice to. If you truly believe in divine connections and you believe you're in one and you know what that requires, and what I mean by what it requires is that it does require you to be at a place with yourself where you love yourself, where you're dedicated to your journey and your process, where you are truly available to love in a healthy way, where you know that your journey comes with trials and tribulations, but the testimony and the healing and the light behind it. And it's not to say that you got to be perfect, because we're never going to be perfect and completely just like these healed people completely all the time. But the process of evolution and growth as a human being is very rewarding, and just living your life and being connected with God and yourself is a beautiful thing. It's not all just about another person. To even appreciate that other person, truly appreciate them in a healthy way, is to appreciate and love yourself and love your life. And that's not always easy to do. There's parts of your life you may not like. That's human. That's human nature. It's human nature. We all have something that we deal with, whether we're rich or poor, whether we feel like we're this, we're to that, we didn't do this in life, we didn't achieve this yet, or we're in this predicament, we made this mistake, or you got 1,000 um, people that know you, or whatever your case is. Everybody has something going on in their life, regardless. We're all human. We're all human. We may experience life differently. We may have different access to different things. We may not have the most access to things maybe as others, or whatever the privileges or experiences, but we all have something going on in our life. We have things that we desire, things that we want in life. We have things that we fear. We have things we wish to accomplish. We all have our somethings. We're human, period. But we're also divine beings at the same time, and it's like finding the balance in that. So to have a divine connection means to understand that it is a blessing. To understand that it's not just about you two, that it's a blessing for others as well, and it is to glorify your creator and what love is and what love means and how it's expressed between two people in a physical, like in flesh, two beings in the flesh, experiencing that and expressing that and sharing that. That's what it's about. And that's, and you all have your own blueprints, your own energy, your own essence, your own unique journey and path and gifts and talents and extensions and to this world and contributions to this world and this life. And your person and you are unique to that. There's no one else that could duplicate that for them, and there's no one that can duplicate that for you, because you guys have your own unique thing. Just as the next, divine connections, they will have that. You can't duplicate that. Certain things that you grow through, certain things that come with you, most men or women may not be able to support that, accommodate that, contribute to that. Whereas the person that's for you, they have it in them to do that because they were called to it. That's, you know, when you're called to something, you know, you have that passion, right? You feel like it emit passion to it. You just want to do it. You love it. It's natural to you. You want to learn about it. You want to. That's what it feels like when you're with your person. That's the passion that will come. It's not about idealization. There's a difference between idealizing somebody and obsessing over them, wanting them to be who you want them to be versus loving everything that they are. Yeah. Loving everything that they are about them, and even their flaws, and with them telling you about their story and their childhood trauma and their fears, it's a compassion, it's an empathy that comes over you to want to support them, not be like, oh, let me exploit it. Oh, okay, let me throw that in their face when they piss me off, or you know, if they don't give me what I want or what I need, if I can't dominate them, if I can't control them how I want to, then F them, or I'm gonna make their life. That's not real love. It's that's not it. It's not it. It's really that simple. Like, and another thing too that I'm learning with people is never to take people's actions towards you personally, because people are who they are, and they're going to take those things out. They're going to show you through their actions, through how they live their life, what type of people they are. So never take personal if another man or woman has treated you a certain way, because that person, if you look at them, you look at their life, you look at what's going on inside of them, they're not a sound person. They have wounds, they got issues, and they're taking it out on other people. So the person that truly has the capacity to love you, it's not hard. It's really not hard to love and be there for someone. A person that cannot do that and will not do that, why waste your time on that? Is there room for grace for people to heal and get themselves together? Yes. But a person that is sound enough to know, I ain't shit, let me not intervene in that person's life right now. Let me like leave. Let me take a step back. And they may even tell you that I'm not in the space for a relationship, or I know that I need to work on myself, or I feel like I need healing. And that is somebody that you more so can build with versus a person that's just knowing they ain't shit and just constantly hurting you and wants you at all costs. They don't care. They messing around with other people, or they're constantly leaving you in confusion. It's not the person for you. It's not the person for you. So, yeah. I know I lost a couple of y'all. I know y'all probably came here for a little reading and with, oh, how do they feel about you? And, oh, he this and this, like, and the karmics are doing this. But no, no. If that comes out, then yeah, whatever. But no, I know I went on a little bit of a tangent. Somebody needed to hear it. I mean, you could take it or leave it. It is what it is. But how do we even get to that? How do we even get to that? Yeah. I don't know if you meant like some people double down because they don't believe that they're good enough. Um, I do believe that sometimes we can go for the things that we feel like we're worthy for, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we truly are worthy of it. Meaning, we'll go to the low levels of things because we feel like we aren't worthy of something healthy and something better because we never seen it, we never experienced it. So we feel like, okay, me wanting somebody that does X, Y, and Z doesn't exist. It's not gonna happen because this is what I've been through, or my parents told me this about myself, or my ex used to say this to me. They used to do that, so I don't feel worthy. Rather than say no, I'm putting myself in a position with to lower myself to put up with people that ain't worthy of me. what the fuck am I doing? Excuse my language, but what am I doing? Why? Right? Like, what's wrong with me? And it's not necessarily that there's something wrong with you. It's just a matter of identifying like what's going on inside of you that is working against what's best for you. From a place of compassion, like we be too hard on ourselves. And even if you're not saying that out of your mouth, like that I don't believe I'm unworthy or I'm just settling, your spirit says that every time you choose a man or woman that treats you like crap, that does not respect you, that don't even treat you like a human being. They treat you like some trash on the street. So you have the presentiment card here, which talks about the sensing of future energies. Could also be um, both of you guys, like they look like, I know this is not what this means, but they have their hands up and it's kind of like they're trying to find their way. Like if you're walking in the dark, you're trying to sense your way around. You both are sensing your way around your situation right now. It may be that you feel like you're in the dark right now, but because you don't have a lot of evidence to go off of, right? So you have to use your other senses. So you can't use your two physical eyes to find your way around. You have to listen more because those other senses are shut off. So you got to listen more and you have to tune into yourself more and feel your way around and try to remember how you got through what you got through before in the past. So you guys are finding your way. You're like in a dark room. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember this. Y'all been on my channel long enough. Y'all probably seen this video. It was a scene from the movie Ray, the biopic about Ray Charles. And it was a scene where they were depicting Ray Charles when he was a little boy, where he started to go blind. And I think at this point, in this particular scene, he was completely blind at this point. And his mom was not helping him anymore to find his way around the kitchen. So she was quiet and she was just letting him figure it out on his own and learn how to use his other senses. And when he got older, he said that very thing. He said, you learn to listen or something like that more when you don't have your eyes. Your ears got to be your eyes. So he was able to hear the hollowness of certain parts on the floor. He could hear the pots on the stove. He could hear the wind blowing through he knew how to remember his way around his kitchen by listening and using his memory of what was around him. So if you kind of like see divine spirit as Ray Charles' mother kind of standing back and say, I'm going to let them figure this out. They have to do this, because we can't only rely on our physical sight to get us around in life. We have to also rely on our spiritual sense to get us around in life and to figure things out. And it's not that God is leaving you. It's more so of allowing you to independently figure this out on your own, because I know you can do it. It's in you. You can. I gave you those senses for a reason. We're used to using our physical eyes to figure everything out, or, oh, if I see this, then that means, okay, it's safe for me to do this. But if you don't have the physical evidence all the time, are you not going to trust spirit? Because everything is spirit first before it becomes physical. So both of you, both counterparts, are trying to find their way. The eyes now. So listening more and being present more. Whether that's listening through listening to spirits, downloads, guidance, and insights, or listening to your inner senses and feelings and knowing within yourself what your body's telling you, or you know, those pulls, those nudges, that is your sound, that is your sight, rather. I feel like that's where you guys may be at this time, and I feel like that's probably the biggest thing that's going to carry you guys through at this time, really. Because when we look for a sign, or we're trying to find something to validate what we're sensing or what we're feeling, or we feel like we constantly need that. And it's not to say to shut out the physical proof, because that will back it up. But you got to first trust your spirit. And if it ain't, it's not going to be confirmed. But if it is, it's inevitably going to be confirmed. It will. Trust me. It always works that way. Like, there might have been times where I got things wrong and believed something that was not true, that did not come from God or source, spirit, whatever you want to call the source. And something showed me that it was not. So I could say, okay, it wasn't that. And then there's moments where I listened to my intuition and trusted and believe it, and it was confirmed, like, yes, this is true, or this is what you should do. That will come. You'll know it. It's simple as that. So simple as that. Completely, completely simple as that. Hey, MB, how are you? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Do I have any? I'm gonna use the karma cards just to see, like, as guidance. So you have to do it in a certain system. You got to do planets, signs, and houses. Okay, so I'm gonna split this up between planets, signs, and houses. All right. Signs and houses. So I'm gonna just shuffle each and see what the advice is from spirit. Okay. That's the guidance from. Why is it getting like it's getting cloudy here? What time is it? 3 o'clock. Okay. I have a phone session at 4, so I'm good. I was about to say, like, make sure my timing is right. Okay. I didn't even know it's 3 o'clock. Time to be flying. Alright. House. Wait, no. This one. I feel this one. So you have the planet of Saturn, the sign of Aquarius, and the 11th house. Okay. So Saturn, so your advice, it says the maturity that brings genius to experiment with freedom. So the spiritual message for you is that, again, like, your maturity, like, spirit trusts you to navigate through this process, to navigate through your journey right now, and kind of move in a way that you have not before. Kind of getting like the Fool card energy with this. Like, the Fool is new to something, but it's like they've had the, what's the right word? They've had the experiences that they need, or they're being divinely guided to trust and to take a leap and do something different, do something new that they've never done before. The mental advice is, so this could be like food for thought. Caution regarding the discoveries of association. Again, both of you may resonate with this, but I feel like for some, like the masculine energies, you're being guided to really pay attention to your associations and your connections. There's things that you're discovering, but you have to be cautious in that, meaning not to be so careless and frivolous with the things or the people that are around you at this time, okay? So what is the physical advice? This could be actions to take if action is needed, right? So limits imposed resulting from the eccentricity, resulting from the eccentricity. Why can't I say it? Results from the eccentricity of eccentric, basically. That's what they're saying. Look, I'm tongue-tied. I can't even say it. Resulting from the eccentricity of your circle of friends. Look at that. So, some of your friendships, and eccentric is essentially eccentricities. Thank you, sis. I'm still not saying it right. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a bad word, but in this instance, like, some of your friends or the whoever, divine masculine, like, some of your friends may be just a little bit too out there. They may kind of disalign with you, with your path, your purpose in some type of way. They're not fully in alignment with you. And in feminine, if this resonates with you, take it as it is as well. Like, just a little bit too out there and an extreme in the way that maybe they live their life or how they express their life, whatever it is, it's not in alignment with you. And for some of you, it may just be a natural need of they just don't resonate with you anymore. It may not be that they're bad people at all. It's just it does not resonate. It's you guys are not on that same wavelength anymore, whether you've matured or outgrown each other or decided to go different paths, or you resonate with different things now for whatever reason as you've grown into different people. Like, that's, it could be as simple as that. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely going back to associations and friendships. Like, that is one of the biggest messages as well that was coming out in this reading. Definitely for the masculine in the situation, that a group or associations are just not, it's not what's happening. It's not serving you. It's just not. So yeah, all 11 of us that joined, or I mean that are still here remaining, you know, you were meant to reach the end of this live. And if you guys watch this post live, you were meant to reach this, because I feel like that was a little heavy for some people, especially if you're not ready to leave certain things behind, or you have an idea of divine connections on a maybe a superficial level, or on this Disney princess level of where you just think it's just all about you, and it's all, something to obsess over, the latest thing or latest person to obsess over, and you're stuck on that. Then it's probably not going to tickle your ears. But that is the reading, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. With our eccentric selves, I just can't say I just can't. It's like it's a tongue tie. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Disney princesses. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, y'all know, like, it's just, you only focus on one aspect of it, and you just, like, that's all it's about, and something to obsess over. No, ma'am. Spirit ain't gonna let it happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. Yeah, and then some people just want to be toxic, and you can't be toxic in these types of connections. You have to let go of your ego. You have to drop it. You just have to. You can't operate in your toxic behavior, immaturity. The world owes me something. Spoiled brat behavior. Woe is me. Like, you can't do that in these type of connections. It's just not gonna happen for you, sis, or brother, whoever. It's not gonna happen. You cannot. You have to have a spiritual connection to source to even get through these types of connections, to get the understanding of what the hell you're dealing with, because you're not going to be able to look to the world as the blueprint for you. The blueprint of what everybody else is doing in the world, and if it don't work out with him, then get you another N-word. Just have sex with him, and well, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, well, go to the next. Like, that blueprint of that's not going to work for you. It's not. It's going to get tiring after a while, even if, like, let's say hypothetically you do entertain that, or he did this to me. He's my divine masculine, but he doing this, he doing that, so I'm going to, like, you're not going to be able to operate in the toxicity. It's not going to work how it might work with your girlfriend that's not dealing with the divine connection, where she can go around and bust it wide open for other people and get up like nothing ever happened. It might be easy for her to do that, but that's not your path. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work. All right. I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. I'm not doing that. We ain't doing that. But I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for joining. And I will catch you. If you guys want to join in Happy Hour Live. I am giving away some free prizes in the raffle. All you have to do is purchase a mini, or not a mini love read, sorry, a Happy Hour question or questions, and that will put you in the drawing. And everybody gets something free. Whoever participates, you all get something free. So I'm gonna go live tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you guys want to join me live tonight, submissions are open now, so you guys can check the schedule live, click the link, or you guys can pay via Cash App, or if there's spaces available when I am live, you can, enter the submissions or pay for a submission then. But yeah, so I will see you guys over there later on this evening. I appreciate you again. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to like this video if this resonated with your soul. If you feel like it resonated with someone else, share it with your loved ones. If you guys are new, like, share, subscribe if you like my vibe, and I would greatly appreciate y'all. And until next reading, peace.